Your life can transform in just 72 hours. Right now, in this moment, you hold the power to reshape your entire reality. I've seen it happen countless times. People who grasp this principle and walk out completely different from how they walked in. 3 days. That's all it takes to manifest what you truly desire. Not weeks, not months, not years. The difference between where you are and where you want to be is just 3 days of correct thinking combined with unwavering belief. I used to struggle, just like many of you. I couldn't understand why some people achieved their dreams while others remained stuck. Then I discovered this truth. Your mind is a manifestation machine. It operates on pure belief. When you program it correctly, it has no choice but to deliver results. Think about this. Everything you see around you, the chair you're sitting on, the device you're using, the building you're in, started as a thought in someone's mind. They saw it first in their imagination before it became reality. This isn't magic. This is how the human mind naturally works. The key difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent or luck. It's their ability to hold a crystal clear vision and maintain an unshakable belief in its manifestation. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what's realistic and what's unrealistic. It simply responds to what you consistently feed it. Today, you'll learn how to harness this power in just 72 hours. Inside your mind exists a power so vast that most people never tap into its full potential. This power isn't reserved for special people. You were born with it. Every single person in this room has the same capacity to create extraordinary results in their lives. Look at your hands for a moment. These hands follow every command your brain sends them without questioning. Move your finger and it moves. Raise your arm and it raises. This simple action demonstrates something profound. Your body automatically acts on the instructions from your mind. But here's what most people miss. This same principle applies to everything in your life. The human brain processes over 600 thoughts daily. But there's something fascinating about these thoughts. Your brain can't tell the difference between what you're actually experiencing and what you're vividly imagining. When you truly understand this, you realize that visualization isn't just positive thinking. It's mental rehearsal for success. Scientists have proven that athletes who mentally practice their sport activate the same neural patterns as when they physically perform. Your brain is literally rewiring itself through visualization. This isn't philosophy. It's pure neuroscience. But here's why most people fail to manifest their desires. They treat visualization like a wish list instead of a blueprint. They think about what they want, but they don't feel it. They don't see it with crystal clarity. Their vision is fuzzy, like a radio station with static, and that's exactly what they get back. Static results. The second reason people fail is doubt. They start strong, but then let negative thoughts creep in. Remember this, doubt and faith cannot exist in the same space. Every time you doubt, you're actually visualizing what you don't want. You're using your power in reverse. The third reason is inconsistency. They visualize intensely for one day, then drop it the next. Your mind needs consistent programming. It's like building muscles. You can't work out once and expect lasting results. Consider this. Every invention, every business, every achievement started with someone seeing it clearly in their mind. The Wright brothers saw flight before planes existed. Every entrepreneur sees their success before it happens. They don't just think about it, they live it mentally first. You're already visualizing all the time, whether you realize it or not. When you worry, you're visualizing. When you stress about the future, you're visualizing. The only question is, are you doing it intentionally or by default. Starting today, you're going to learn to use this power consciously. You're going to understand how to program your mind with such precision that results become inevitable. The next 3 days will revolutionize how you use your innate mental powers. This isn't about positive thinking. It's about accurate thinking. It's about using your mind's natural abilities in a focused, deliberate way. The power has always been there. Now it's time to use it correctly. Let me show you exactly how these 72 hours will transform your life. Every hour has a purpose. Every moment counts. And the sequence matters. This isn't random. It's a precise system that works when you follow it exactly. The first 24 hours, mental programming phase. Your first 24 hours are crucial. This is where you program your mind with absolute precision. Start by clearing all mental clutter. No negative news, no complainers, no distractions. Your mind needs complete focus. During these first 24 hours, you'll write down your vision 10 times every morning and 10 times every night. Not typing, writing. Your hand connects with your brain differently when you write. Each time you write, you will feel it more deeply, see it more clearly. Sleep is part of this phase. Before bed, spend 20 minutes seeing yourself already living your desired reality. Feel the emotions, touch the objects, hear the sounds. Your subconscious mind works overtime during sleep, processing everything you fed it. The second 24 hours, action alignment phase. Now your actions must match your vision. Every single action you take should point toward your goal. You'll start walking like the person who already has what you want. You'll talk like them. You'll make decisions like them. If your vision is a successful business, you're making those calls you've been afraid to make. If it's physical fitness, you're eating and moving like the fit person you're becoming. No more preparation. This is execution time. During this phase, you'll notice resistance. Old habits will try to pull you back. This is normal. This means your brain is rewiring itself. Push through. The discomfort is temporary, but the change is permanent. The final 24 hours, manifestation, completion. This is where most people get excited and lose focus. Don't. These final hours are critical. Your mind and actions are aligned. And now you're building unstoppable momentum. You will greatly accelerate your progress and reduce your repulsion gravity by 86%. In these hours, you'll start seeing signs. Opportunities will appear. People will suddenly call. Doors will open. This isn't coincidence. It's the result of your focused mental power and aligned actions. Throughout these phases, you'll experience psychological shifts. First phase, you will feel different. Some people feel lighter. Others feel energized. Your mind is accepting new programming. Second phase, you'll notice increased clarity. Decisions become easier. Solutions appear obvious. Your brain is operating at a higher level. Final phase, you'll feel absolute certainty. Doubt disappears. You're not hoping anymore. You know. Here's what's happening in your brain. Your reticular activating system, RAS, the part of your brain that filters information, is being reprogrammed. It's now actively seeking opportunities that match your vision. Some might question, why exactly 72 hours? Because this is the time it takes for your brain to accept new programming as reality. Any shorter, and the change isn't permanent. Any longer, and doubt can creep in. This system works because it combines three essential elements: focused mental programming, immediate action, and enough time for your brain to cement new patterns. Each hour builds upon the previous one, creating unstoppable momentum. Remember, these phases must flow together. Don't wait for one to end before starting the next. They overlap and reinforce each other. This creates a compounding effect that makes the 72-hour transformation possible. Success leaves clues. After seeing thousands transform their lives using this system, I've identified 5 core pillars that guarantee results. Miss any one of these and the entire system weakens. Master all 5 and your success becomes unstoppable. Pillar 1, absolute clarity of vision. You must see it so clearly that you can taste it. Half-formed ideas produce half-formed results. When I ask people what they want, many say, more money. That's not clarity, that's fog. How much exactly? By when? For what purpose? Your vision must be specific enough to create emotional fire. Instead of saying, I want a successful business, say, my business generates $20,000 monthly revenue by selling products that transform lives. See the difference? One is vague hope. The other is a clear target your mind can lock onto. Write it down now. Make it so clear that a complete stranger could read it and see exactly what you see. If you can't explain it clearly, you can't achieve it clearly. Then complications can arise. Pillar 2, emotional intensity. Object makes you think, emotion makes you act. Your feelings are the fuel for this entire system. When you think about your vision, it should create a physical reaction in your body. Your heart should beat faster. Your energy should rise. Think about falling in love. Nobody needs to remind you to think about the person you love. You just can't help it. That's the level of emotional intensity your vision needs. It should pull you like a magnet, dominate your thoughts, excite you beyond measure. If your vision doesn't excite you, it won't excite the universe to deliver it. Raise the stakes. Add more emotion. Make it so compelling that you can't stop thinking about it. In exercising the use of vision. Pillar 3, unwavering belief. The unwavering belief that the country is on. Believe isn't hoping. Believe isn't wishing. Believe is knowing. When you turn your car key, you believe it will start. When you flip a light switch, you believe the light will come on. That's the level of certainty you need. And your beliefs are like thermostats. They set the temperature of your achievements. If you believe you can earn $5,000 monthly, that becomes your ceiling. Raise your belief thermostat and everything rises with it. Don't confuse this with positive thinking. This is about creating a new normal in your mind. When you truly believe something, you don't need affirmations. You don't need reminders. It's just your natural state. Pillar 4, strategic action. Faith without works is dead. Vision without action is just daydreaming. The 72-hour system demands immediate strategic action. Not busy work, focused, purposeful steps that move you directly toward your vision. Every morning ask yourself, what's the one action I can take today that brings me closest to my vision? Then do it first, before anything else. No excuses, no delays. Your actions must be bold enough to match your vision. You can't want $1 million business, but act like a hobby entrepreneur. You can't want peak fitness, but act like a casual exerciser. Your actions are your vote for what you truly believe. Subserviency is not an attitude. Submission is not a moral decree. Submission is an aspiration. Your actions are your vote for what you truly believe. Pillar 5, gratitude in advance. Start thanking people for help they haven't given yet. Write thank you notes for deals you haven't closed. Feel the gratitude for money you haven't received yet. This isn't pretending, it's living from the end result. Think of these pillars like the ingredients in a recipe. Leave out the salt, and the whole dish tastes wrong. Leave out any of these pillars, and your results will be incomplete. The reason this works in 72 hours is that you're not really creating something new. You're aligning yourself with what already exists in potential form. These 5 pillars simply speed up the manifestation process. Your job in the next 3 days is to activate all 5 pillars simultaneously. Don't work on them one at a time. They must all be operating together, supporting each other, creating unstoppable momentum. Start right now. Which pillar needs the most work? Which one comes naturally to you? Remember, these pillars aren't theories. They're laws. Like gravity, they work whether you believe in them or not. Your only choice is whether to use them intentionally or let them work by default. Right now, your mind is running on old programming. Just like a computer, what you put in is what you get out. The next part of our system focuses on installing new, powerful beliefs that serve your vision. Your current results are a perfect printout of your mental programming. Look at your life right now. Everything you have and don't have shows you exactly what your mind believes is possible. But here's the good news. You can change this programming in the next 72 hours. First, let's clear out the old files. Take out your phone right now, open your notes app, write down every single thought that comes up when you think about your vision. It's too hard, I don't have enough money, I'm not ready. Write them all down. These thoughts aren't yours. They're downloaded from parents, teachers, friends, society. The first step to eliminating them is recognizing they're not your original thoughts. They're borrowed limitations. Now, here's how we install new programming. Morning mental exercise. Wake up 30 minutes earlier than usual. Your mind is most receptive in the first and last 30 minutes of your day. Sit quietly. Close your eyes. Run your vision like a movie in your mind. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the emotions. Don't rush this process. Your brain can't tell the difference between what's vividly imagined and what's real. When you do this exercise correctly, your body will respond physically. Your heart rate might increase. You might feel excitement in your stomach. During the day reinforcement, set an alarm for every 2 hours. When it rings, stop everything. Close your eyes for 30 seconds. See your vision again. This keeps your neural pathways firing in the right direction. Remember, what fires together, wires together. Evening mental programming. The last 30 minutes before sleep are crucial. Your subconscious mind takes over during sleep. It processes everything you feed it. Make these minutes count, or done will disappear. If that happens, your dream future will be no more than an illusion. Write your vision again. But this time, write it as if it's already happened. I am so thankful now that... This tells your brain to accept it as current reality, not future possibility. Here's what's happening in your brain during this process. Your neurons are forming new connections. Old pathways of doubt are weakening. New pathways of certainty are strengthening. This isn't motivation. It's literal brain rewiring. Some people feel uncomfortable during this process. Good. Discomfort means your brain is growing new connections. If you feel resistance, it's working. Push through it. Warning. During these 72 hours, guard your mind fiercely. No negative news. No complaining people. No doubt-filled conversations. Your mind is like wet cement during this time. Everything leaves an impression. We create a new mental rule. If it doesn't support your vision, it doesn't get your attention. This might seem extreme. It's supposed to be. You're reprogramming decades of mental conditioning in just 72 hours. The old programming took years to install. It's firmly rooted. The only way to override it quickly is with intense, focused, mental repetition. Every time you repeat your new programming, it gets stronger. Every time you resist an old thought pattern, it gets weaker. This is why most people never change. They try to create new results with old programming. That's impossible. You must install new programming first. The results follow automatically after that. Remember, your mind will fight this at first. It's designed to keep old programs running. Push through. By hour 72, these new thought patterns will feel natural. They'll be your new normal. Vision without action is just a dream. Now we're turning your mental programming into physical results. The next part of our system creates unstoppable momentum through immediate action. Because the immediate action, your 72-hour action plan starts now. Pull out your phone or notebook. We're mapping out every single hour. This isn't about being busy. It's about taking precise actions that move you directly toward your vision. Hour-by-hour breakdown. First 8 hours. Make the calls you've been avoiding. Send the emails you've been postponing. Take the bold steps you've been putting off. Don't think, act. Movement creates momentum. Each morning, write down 3 actions that would most quickly bring your vision to life. Not easy actions, bold ones, the kind that make your heart beat faster. Do these first before anything else. And signs you're taking the right actions. They make you slightly uncomfortable. They push you out of your comfort zone. They directly connect to your vision. And that shift, they can be done immediately. Reaching the anchor. Change your environment to match your vision. Clean your workspace. Dress like the person who already has what you want. Your environment shapes your actions. Set hourly triggers. Every hour, ask or share. Is what I'm doing right now move me toward my vision? If not, stop immediately and redirect. And people do this all the time with no interest of gaining even a conclusion. No wasted motion, no wasted time. Every action must have purpose. The power hour principle. Block 1 hour each day for massive action. During this hour, work with such intensity that it equals 3 normal hours. No phone, no distractions, pure, focused action. Progress markers by hour 24. You should have taken at least 5 bold actions. By hour 48, you should see first signs of momentum. By hour 72, you should have clear evidence of movement toward your goal. Warning signs to watch for. Busy work disguised as progress. Planning instead of doing. Waiting for perfect conditions. Asking for too many opinions. Course correction protocol. Every 8 hours, stop and evaluate. Ask, are my actions matching my vision? What results am I seeing? What needs to change? What needs to intensify? Remember, speed of implementation is everything. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for confidence. Action creates both. Action creates both. If you're not seeing results, increase your action intensity. Double your output. Triple your effort. This isn't about working harder. It's about working with more focus and purpose. The 2x rule. Whatever action you think you need to take, double it. If you think you need to make 5 calls, make 10. If you think you need to contact 10 people, contact 20. Create action triggers. When you walk through a doorway, review your next action. When you sit down, ask if this moves you forward. When you check your phone, take one small action. Remember, it's not the computer, it's not the phone. Your actions shape your reality faster than your thoughts. While your mind is being reprogrammed, your actions are creating evidence that supports your new beliefs. Most people wait to feel ready before they act. That's backward. Action creates readiness. Action creates certainty. Action creates results. Start moving now. Not tomorrow, not in an hour. The next 72 hours must be filled with purposeful, focused action. Your future self is created by what you do right now in this moment. Success multiplies success. Once you master this 72-hour system, something extraordinary happens. Each victory creates a platform for even bigger achievements. Let me show you how this multiplication works. Every time you complete a 70-hour cycle successfully, your belief system strengthens. What seemed impossible last week becomes normal this week. Your mind's capacity to achieve expands automatically. And the sooner you accept that it will never work like this again, the better philosophically you will be. Think of it like compound interest for your success. Your first 72-hour achievement might seem small. Maybe you double your sales calls or increase your income by 20%. But here's where it gets exciting. Your next 72-hour cycle starts from this new higher level, the multiplication formula. First 72 hours, you achieve your initial goal. Next 72 hours, you can target something 2x bigger. Following 72 hours, my targets can grow 4x within a month. The achieving goals that seemed impossible before. This happens because your confidence grows with each success. Your mind expands its vision of what's possible. Your action capacity increases. Your results start coming faster and faster and faster and faster. Warning, this is where most people make a crucial mistake. They achieve their first goal and stop. They get comfortable. Don't fall into this trap. Use each achievement as fuel for the next one. The acceleration protocol. After each 70-hour success, immediately set your next target. We have a long steady, make each new goal bigger than the last. Invest in these kids and expect them to realize a society based on shared values and peacefulness. Keep your momentum going without breaks. Use the energy of each victory to power your next cycle. Your vision should expand with each achievement. If you first visualized making $10,000, now see $50,000. If you saw yourself helping 100 people, now see 1,000. Remember, the size of your vision determines the size of your results. As your belief grows, let your vision grow with it. Don't stay small when your mind is ready for bigger things. The real power of this system isn't in achieving one goal. It's in creating an unstoppable success cycle that keeps multiplying your results. Your capacity for achievement is like a muscle. It grows with use. The more you use this system, the stronger your ability to manifest becomes. There is no upper limit to this growth. Start your first 70-hour cycle now. But remember, this is just the beginning. Your real power lies in what you do after your first success. Sometimes we get beaten, scratched, or beaten, depending on your moods. So prepare yourself for battle. The next 72 hours will pass whether you take action or not. 3 days from now, you'll either be celebrating your transformation or sitting in the exact same place, making the exact same excuses, and making some up, maybe someday, forget that way. Thanks for listening. Right now, in this moment, you face a decision that will echo through the rest of your life. This isn't about someday. This isn't about tomorrow. This is about right now. It's never enough to just get by. There was never enough for you to just stay the same. Every second you wait costs you. It costs you in opportunities lost. It costs you in results delayed. It costs you in potential unused. The price of waiting isn't just time. It's life itself. Number 4, despair is forever. And number 5 is when we despair, we, the people, have a voice. Look at your watch. Note the time. This is your moment of decision. From this second forward, you're either moving toward your vision or you're moving away from it. There is no standing still. The next 72 hours are yours to command. You have the system. You have the tools. You have the power. The only question is, will you use them? Don't leave this place the same person who walked in. Don't let this moment become just another memory of what could have been. Your time is now. Take out your phone. Set your timer for 72 hours. When you start that timer, you're making a commitment to yourself that's more powerful than any promise you've ever made. 3 days. That's all it takes. 3 days to transform your mind. 3 days to reshape your reality. 3 days to become who you were meant to be. Start your timer now. Your next 72 hours begin in this moment. The future you want is waiting. Claim it.